What's good, everyone, and welcome to the Hustle, Budget, and Glow podcast. I'm your host with the most, Shelby Morgan, and I'm so happy you're tuning in today. I appreciate you. It's Friday for me, so if you're listening on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, Sunday, don't matter. I appreciate you and thank you for the love. First, you guys, the best way to show love and support the podcast is by giving me a 5-star review if you're rocking with what I'm saying. Leave a comment, rate the podcast. Like, that means a lot to me, right? Share it with family and friends, share it with your coworkers, spread the love, and that's how you grow and help any business owner, any entrepreneur, any podcaster. I just wanted to drop that out there. So I'm doing my first solo recorded show. I do not have a script for this show today. I'm going to go with the vibes. I'm going to go with the flow. Anytime I do a solo show, I write out my episodes and I just do the recording. I never do the video part. But I didn't want to do that. I just kind of wanted to talk and vibe with you and really speak about what's on my mind today and what's inspiring me to do this show. So let's get active. Let's get into it. If you don't know what the podcast is about, it is a financial wellness and self-help podcast combined in one. I talk about hustle talk, mindset, mental health, how to bet on yourself, budgeting, careers. I have guests on my shows. I have entrepreneurs and business people on my show for the guest portion. So I do a lot of really fun and cool stuff. And if you've been rocking with me ever since I started, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. So I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow. I'm just gonna kind of talk about what comes at the dawn, right? Best way to do it, best way to have a lot of fun. I am a writer, I'm a content creator at the end of the day. I work in fintech. If you were ever wondering that, I am HR lady by day. I work in learning and development. Learning and development, for those that don't know, is a sub underneath this umbrella of HRness, right? So learning and development people, we focus on employee curriculum. That means developing a curriculum and looking at learning as a product, looking at learning as a pillar, and helping develop learning and educational ideation and behind that we can make applicable and that we can put in the drive. So that might be onboarding for new hires, that might be doing a training on effective communication, that might be helping develop a new product and doing a training working with a subject matter expert in that department for that product, right? That might be working with clients on a pitch deck for something that's going to be launching that you can help from an educational perspective that might help somebody make a purchase or it might help an employee, those different kind of things. So hope that was helpful. And if you have more questions about my actual 9 to 5 career, always reach out to me. Always happy to talk about that. I'm an educator through and through, whether I'm at work, whether I'm on my podcast. I love helping and educating people. I really think I was put on this planet to build community. So with that being said, I want to talk about community. The world we're living in now is scary times. I don't care where you side, who you voted for, who didn't vote for, if you voted at all. I'm talking about building community. Community is centric to solving the world's problems. And I think, especially in the US, because that's where I'm at, that's where I live, I think one of the things we are lacking right now is being community centric. Everyone has their own viewpoint, their own ideals behind so many things, and community is just lacking. And I think a lot of people have decided to just rock out in solitude. And I'm a person who really is big on solitude. I love my space, I love my aura, my energy, and I'm really big on doing my own thing, right? I love being in my house. Sometimes I don't even move my vehicle. Like, ask my mother, I'm telling you, not too long ago, it had to be like a Thursday or Friday. And I'm like, damn, Shelby, like, you haven't moved your car since Sunday, sis, when you went to the farmer's market. And now the weekends went by. I do work remote, so that is a perk. But even when I went to the office and I had to socialize a little bit more with people and I was hybrid, I was so happy and looking forward to coming home. But I think what I really appreciated was the fact that I could build community in the city that I lived in. So if you don't have a community or you don't see one in the city you're in, build your own. You want something to be done, build it, make it happen. So for me, I live in Austin, Texas, and community is centric to so many things that I do here. I've lived here about 3.5 years now. And when you move to a new place, it can be difficult. It can be hard to find that community, to build it. And the best advice I can tell you, if you want to build your community mentally, physically, financially, go be around people and things that bring you joy. Also, get outside your comfort zone. You want to make some money, you want to make some friends, you want to make some community, go to places that represent who you are and go to places that represent who you want to be. Let's start with that, right? I think that's super important. When it comes to community, though, you have to actively be reciprocal, right? And you have to also have some trial and error. It took me a minute to figure out what community was going to look like for me here in Austin. And I'm still open to building it. I meet people on a weekly basis, whether it's at Pilates or whether it's me going for a run or trying out a new coffee place, which I love to do, by the way. I'm a coffee addict. Okay. I was about to make me a coffee before I did this, but I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just do it off the rip. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, I think community is super important. You can be around the wrong people, you guys, and that can really mess up your money. That can really mess up your mindset. I talk about money and mindset all the time. But I think most importantly is making sure you're in the right circumstance. And let me tell you something, when you're changing, when you are elevating, when you're getting out of your old ways, when you're pivoting, you're going to lose people. You're going to shed them. Okay, because they're not going to be okay with that new version of you. They're not going to be okay with your mindset changing, with your money changing, with your skills, the way you talk, the way you look. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I was walking in the hallway. I was trying to get on the elevator, and I have lived at this apartment for a year and a half. My neighbor who lives down the hall, she was like, "Man, should we start doing before and afters for the residents?" And I was like, "What do you mean before and afters? Like before and after pictures?" She was like, "Yeah, like just moving here when we first did July 2024 till now, like people have changed in a lot of good ways. Some people have really blossomed." She was like, "Look at you, you've glowed up." And I was like, "I appreciate that." And mind you, the past year and a half has not been easy for me, right? I've gone through so many changes career wise, mentally, physically, financially, friendship wise, just everything, right? And she was like, "Shelby, you did 75 hard and look how good you look. Look how much you changed." And if you don't know what 75 hard is, 75 hard is a fitness challenge. All right. So the rules are you got to drink a gallon of water a day. I did half my body weight in ounces. You got to work out twice a day. You got to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book a day. You got to eat healthy, no unhealthy foods, no vices, no smoking, no alcohol, nothing like that at all, right? You got to take a selfie every day, like a progress picture, and you got to do it for 75 days. And one of your workouts has to be outside. It don't matter, outside or that's it. You got to do it 2 a day. And if you mess up, if you fuck up at all, you got to start over. And I did it last year and it changed my life. Shed things I didn't know I needed to shed. I let go of what I thought was community and actually built a better one. And, that was like the third person in the past week that has mentioned 75 hard to me and that I've completed it and that they were proud of me. And I want you to be proud of yourself too. It's a journey. 75 hard taught me that discipline, okay, is perfection. That's just what it is. If you can be disciplined to do something outside of your comfort zone with your money, with your mindset, the people around you, your community will build itself. People say brick by brick, right? Brick by brick, brick by brick. It'll build itself. But you got to bet on you. You got to do the right things for you. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. If there's something that you have your mind on, if there is something that you have your heart on, if there is a job that you want to go after, if there is a task that you want to do it. I turned 34 on Halloween. And for the first time in 10 years, besides 2020, I didn't go on a trip for my birthday. I had the trip booked, I had the flight booked. I had some of my friends coming. But something wasn't sitting right with me. I wanted solitude. This has been a year of solitude for me. I am in my Phoenix era. That's what I'm calling it. And I really believe in rising from the ashes and rebirth, right? Everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves to have that opportunity. And I really just wanted solitude. And I have a friend that lives here, and he said, "Shelby, I made a list of all the things I wanted to do before I turned 30." He was like, "You should do it." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to do it." And I did it. On my birthday, I sat down. I had a day of solitude. I had a weekend of solitude. And I made this list called 35 for 35, right? So on this list, I said, I am going to do 35 things, and I put two bonus things on there. 35 things that I want to do from now, today, I'm 34 today, until I turn 36. So I'm not just going to do it for a year. I'm going to do it from 34 until 11:59 p.m. 2027. Some are big, some are small, but I just feel inspired to bet on myself and build my own community. I also live in my own community. Build a community for yourself. And if you can do that, then you can continue to build community around you. But before you go and recruit friends or a partner, build community within yourself. That is how you hustle. That is how you budget. That is how you glow. That is the best way to make it, ladies and gentlemen. It is not easy. You are going to feel down and up, left and right some days, but you can do it. I don't want you to listen to this podcast and think that I'm just here to help you budget, make Excel spreadsheets, hear stories from other people, and then that's it. You take it and you go run with it. No, I want you to apply it to your everyday life. Everything I tell you, every interview I have, it is tailor-made to help you sculpt your own community and go out there and build it and bet on yourself. Life is short. Somehow, some way, I woke up and now I'm 34 years old. I remember being 14. So if you don't decide today, I don't know when you're going to decide. Bet on you. Build a community for you, right? Look at how the world is going, the economy, the layoffs by the thousands. Amazon, Paramount, Verizon is going to lay off 15,000 people. Hiring is not the same. Firing is not the same. Pay is not the same. Pay ain't even matching the cost of living. You're not even getting the wages that you need and deserve to make it, but you can make it. Don't let what you see on the news and the circumstances of this economy stop you. You can do it. It's very hard. It is not easy. It is not going to be fun. It's going to be very real, but you can do it. I'm betting on you. I just saw today on the news, I learned that foreclosures are up 20%. People can't even keep their homes. They can't keep them. Hell, you can't even window shop for one, okay? Doesn't matter if you have a good job. Doesn't matter if you work in tech. Doesn't matter if you live in a cool city, have your own place. People are feeling stagnant and stuck. There's something happening in the air. There's something happening here in the US where people feel stuck. They're not getting what they were promised. They can't move forward. Keep moving. Keep moving, everybody. Keep going. Keep hustling. Keep going. That's it. I just wanted to do a quick podcast show with you today. You can check out the podcast on your favorite streaming platform, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay connected with me. Reach out to me. Email me at hustlebudgetglow@gmail.com. I'm always happy to talk to new people and meet people. If you have a guest idea for someone that could be on the show, if you think you have what it takes to be on the show, hit me up, talk to me. I'll book a 30-minute call with you. I am here. I am podcasting to help other people do better mentally and financially, because money and mindset are two different things. They lock in with each other. They're like this. They're like twins, right? So make sure if you have questions, you have concerns, start today. Hit me up. Think about building your own community brick by brick by brick. It'll build itself. Think about the environment you're in. Think about how you're spending your money and how you're spending your time. Stay focused in the global shine. Peace out, everybody. I'm your host, Shelby Marie Morgan. Let's go.